In this video, we're going to be discussing the letter written by John Rolfe to Thomas Dale in regards to his marriage to Pocahontas. John Rolfe uses this letter to proclaim his love for Pocahontas. It is important to note that John Rolfe was a colonist of Jamestown and was compelled to seek permission to marry Chief Powhatan's daughter from the deputy governor of Jamestown, Sir Thomas Dale. Throughout John Rolfe's letter, a key ideal is religion. This is seen through John Rolfe refusing to marry Pocahontas unless she is baptized. A baptism is very significant because it's believed to be the final testimony to the believer's faith in the final resurrection of the dead. Another example is Rolfe sending a letter to the Dale seeking approval and announcing his wishes. And finally, Rolfe vowed to receive permission as it was his religious duty as a man, and because Pocahontas was a princess and held at a high esteem and was a woman of religious and political power. John Rolfe intended to marry Pocahontas for peace between the Powhatan tribe and the colonists. Pocahontas converted to Christianity and was baptized soon after their marriage, then becoming Rebecca. This then created the peace, allowing Rolfe and Pocahontas to have a son, Thomas, shortly after. In John Rolfe's letter, the Native Americans are depicted as being the ones with the power. They do not agree in the Christian religion of Rolfe, and although he wishes to marry Pocahontas to break the barriers between the colonists and the Native Americans to create peace, he will not do this unless he converts to his religion. The Native Americans cause a struggle between themselves and the people of John Rolfe's culture. They are not able to achieve this through simply matrimony because they must seek the approval of the Powhatan chief, and has strict regimens before being able to marry and provoke change. This next image is a painting of John Rolfe and Pocahontas in the 19th century. The following image is a picture of John Rolfe's and Pocahontas' wedding ceremony. This final picture is a representation of Pocahontas' and John Rolfe's son, Thomas. Throughout John Rolfe's letter to Sir Thomas Dale, it seems as though his actual love for Pocahontas is minimized, as he seems to seek the peace more than a life with Pocahontas. Although it is made clear that the love Rolfe has for Pocahontas is valid, the act of marriage seems to be more of a political tactic than anything else. As Rolfe concludes his letter, he signs it, "At your command and willing to be disposed of." This signature seems very dramatic and unnecessary. Rolfe knows what he wants, yet is still very willing and okay with being swayed or impacted by the opinion of others, including Sir Thomas Dale and Pocahontas' father. This again seems to prove him to not be very reliable or dedicated to the cause. Finally, here are some interesting and fun facts. Pocahontas was a pet name that could be translated as a favorite daughter. Her real name was Matoaka. John Rolfe and Pocahontas were supposed to leave England and go back to Virginia, but Pocahontas died the day before. John Rolfe and Pocahontas had a son named Thomas. Pocahontas saved John Smith's life. John Rolfe was also credited with the first successful cultivation of tobacco in the colonies. He was then killed on his plantation by a Native American attack. And from this letter, we learned that Rolfe married Pocahontas for the good of his plantation, for the honor of his country, for the glory of God, for his own salvation, and for converting to true knowledge of God and Jesus Christ, an unbelievable creature named Pocahontas. Thanks for watching.